Hello and welcome to another Goals Weekly Reset, checking in on how the week went and what is happening in the coming week. Get out your own paper and pencil or your phone. Like I always take all of my notes on my phone. It's very rare that I have a paper copy of any goals or ideas, but whatever floats your boat, let's get into it. Oh, but first, hi, my name is Darz. I am on a mission to 365 daily videos, which is why I have that right here. I'm now over a third of the way through this challenge. Thank goodness, because it is hard, man. There are some really hard days, but we're keeping on with Sisu and, I don't know, insanity. As a general rule, I said my 2025 bingo board was just going to be a review every month-ish, but I can cross off two. Wait, let me check. One for sure, which is track expenses for 3 months. Okay, I should have brought a book or something. Let me just do this right in front of you so you can see. By the way, if you hear snoring, it's my son sleeping in the back of the car. Ugh. Okay, okay, never mind. A star! Track expenses for 3 months, woo! Wait, why did I think I had two that I could cross off? Oh, that's what it is. Polar plunge. Ding, ding, ding. I did another polar plunge, which makes a total of 3 polar plunges this year. And I guess it took 3 for me to be like, wow, that was amazing. I want to keep doing that. If you haven't seen the video, I'll link it down below. Okay, last week. Oh, crap. It's all on my phone. Ugh. Okay, let me check my phone. Okay, I don't know. I can't make the phone stay where it was on the steering wheel like it was before, so I'm holding it. Okay, number 1, make granola. Yes, I made granola. It turned out great. Again, link below if you haven't watched that video. No processed food. I did this, actually. I'm actually pretty surprised. The only day, which was Sunday, that I did not have processed food. What? That I didn't do this. That I ate processed food. Yeah, Sunday. I had ice cream, and it tasted so good. I haven't eaten ice cream in actually probably like several weeks. Maybe like 3 weeks or something, but it was so good. So good. And I was thinking about this no processed food thing, and I realized that I didn't really define it because processed food could really mean a whole lot of different things. My boundaries were basically like a food can be processed, right? Like I get this salad kit thing from the store, which means it's processed, right? It didn't just like come straight off the farm and go into the store. It got processed, the cabbage got cut, or the, broccoli was chopped or, and put into a bag. But at least all of the foods in that bag are real whole foods. I mean, they're cut into pieces, but you get what I mean. They're actual foods. Like Doritos are definitely processed foods because there's no, that's all random ingredients mashed together and baked and cooked into something completely different from how it came from the earth. So basically, for me, processed food is the stuff that was gone through a process and changed very much from its original size and shape. I don't know. I don't really know how to define that, actually. I guess things like no crackers, no cookies, no store-bought Oreos, and I don't know, things that are far from Whole Foods. But I did good. I had a lot of moments where I was like, I want to eat, my kids eat goldfish for a snack. I'm like, let me just eat a few. But I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do that. Or what's another example? Just wanting to go in the kitchen and snack randomly. Just find some, we have graham crackers in the cupboard. We have, I don't know what else. I'm not counting my homemade granola as processed food because I made it at home. So like homemade food, even if it's snacky, still it passes. All right, and the third thing I wanted to do last week is go on an outdoor excursion, which I did. And funny enough, remember last week when I said I was not going to do a polar plunge? It was a polar plunge. I ended up going down to the lake and jumping in the water, and it was amazing. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I now have 3 videos where I froze my butt off on camera. And then for my daily do's, workout, yes. I realized that I forgot to mention that my workout daily is actually, it's not healthy to like work out every single day. So I have 2 rest days during the week. They'll probably usually be Wednesday or Thursday and Sunday. And so last week on Wednesday, I just went for like a really long walk, and then same thing with Sunday's super long walk. So if I still do active stuff without working out per se, that is what I check off as workout, even if it is a rest day, if that makes sense. And then 10-minute walk every day, yes. Finish every day, yes. Journal every day, yes. No processed food, I already mentioned that. And then tracking my expenses. I went shopping with my sister on the weekend, and it was hard to remember the expenses. I used cash, and I did not ask for the receipt at a couple of stores. So I was like, shoot, how much did I spend? I forgot to remember it so I could write it down. But I kind of figured it out, did the math based on what we had purchased. And so that was good. But yeah, it's kind of like one of those things. You get used to writing it down when you do a certain type of transaction. Like every time I use the card, it's super easy. Even if I forget to get a receipt, I can go back into my statement and check how much I spent, so then I can write it down. But I am not a cash person. Like I rarely use cash when I buy stuff. And I also almost always ask for my receipt, which I'm trying not to ask for it because I'm sick of having piles of receipts in my purse when I don't need to keep them. And especially doing my taxes, which I'm almost done with. Almost done with. And it hasn't been nearly as bad as I thought it was. Surprise, surprise. That always happens. Anyway, I was going through my receipts for my taxes for 2024, and I'm like, why did I keep all these receipts? I do not need all these receipts. So I'm like, I'm not going to be keeping my receipts in 2025. What is happening next week? I am going to have family around like all week. There's like 1 or 2 days where I won't have people hanging out. So it's going to be a very social week. I need to clean bathrooms before people come. And pretty much the house is clean because I did a house cleaning reset video this weekend. But I do need to clean the bathrooms still. And so let me just write that down. Clean bathrooms. See if I can do anything else on this list while I have family over. Yeah, I probably won't be doing work on any of these. The one potential is I would maybe plant some seeds for my garden, like tomatoes maybe, if I want to put them in the window. I don't really know when I should start that. You know what? I'm going to have a garden conversation with my sisters because that will help me move forward on my garden goal. Garden conversation. And then I expect it will just be a lot of visiting, saunas. It's going to be a lot of work for me this week to try to keep up with my workouts and my daily video with so much commotion happening. So that's literally going to be all my work this week. Garden conversation. Oh, you know what I should tell myself? Because daily video is obviously a thing already. I don't have to like write that down as a goal because it's already like an overarching goal. I just want to make sure I eat clean, and then also, hang on a second. Hi. Hey. What's up? Yeah, give me like 3 minutes. I want to do my best to eat clean because when my family's around, my eating goes out the window. I eat way too much. I eat a bunch of sweets and it's not great. So I'm going to try to just like focus on protein, focus on not as much carbs as I generally would. And I don't really have a good way to make this a smart goal, but I'm just going to say eat clean, and I'll just report on how I did next week. And then number 3 is to make sure I'm active every day. And so even if I don't get my workout in, I still want to make sure I'm outside or walking or on my feet or at least keeping busy, not just sitting on my butt visiting the whole time. Which I think we're pretty good at being active as a family and like going on hikes or whatever it is, but sometimes we do get like stuck on the couch for a long time. That's going to be it for me for this week. Let me know if you feel like letting me know what you're doing in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.